Hey, yo, what's good, YouTube? Today we talking about how if you are listening to NBA YoungBoy or any artist that ain't rapping about no good, you're absolutely fucking cooked. Okay, so let's get straight to it, bro. So we have to understand when music is getting played, bro. We are all listening to music for a particular feeling, right? And what is this feeling? Whether it's grief, it's love, it's you know what I'm saying, sadness, or simply some shit that you can't describe. And I would say oftentimes it's that shit that you can't describe, but you just get goosebumps because it's like hard. But I want y'all to understand and look at it from this lens of these goosebumps or this feeling that you're actually getting from this music is actually an emotion. And of course, the artist who made this song has tailored the song to have this particular emotion because the artist was feeling this emotion. And so you have to go back and see, okay, if this artist is putting this emotion into the music and this emotion is so great, I feel it so much. What type of fucking emotion is it, my nigga? And then you go to the emotion and you often see that the emotion, if you zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, zoom in, you'll see that it's no fucking good. If you're highly jolly and all that shit, I remember I had the homeboy, he was the biggest NBA YoungBoy fan. He'll play a song. He told me he played a song one day and he got mad. He wasn't even thinking about it like that beforehand, but we started getting on him like, why you always listening to this shit, bro? This shit is bad for your mind you know and it's almost like, bro, you have to understand most human beings, y'all have never been taught how to think correctly. So it's like trying to take a baby and before they can walk, trying to teach them how to swim. Y'all niggas have drowned it. And so many people who listen to YoungBoy or just like any rapper who is mainly on that chaotic shit, bro, y'all niggas are drowning, because what's going on is actually your subconscious mind is getting hijacked by these niggas, and you oftentimes make them false idols and all this extra shit. But that's another story, another thing for another day. But you have to understand, NBA YoungBoy, what does he do? Where is he from? What's going on? Everything that you can see about this whole profile is dark as shit. So you only know that something dark is above this nigga. When we go into this life, you get bad vibes from people, right? That's bad vibrations. That's negative vibrations. That's negative feelings. Like you don't want to be around this place. You might be in a certain place, you got to move around, right? Because it doesn't feel good. And think about if you were in Jesus's presence right now, or if you was in the Buddha's presence, if you was in Prophet Muhammad's presence, bro, you're gonna feel a huge essence of godliness. You know what I'm saying? You probably will feel crazy at peace, all different type of, amazing things simply because it's not just them, it's something bigger than them that is orchestrated through them. So what I'm getting at with that is via this music, oftentimes what's getting orchestrated through this music is some dark ass demonic shit. And these people would tell y'all that is demonic, and then y'all will go and listen to the music more. You know what I'm saying? You will still go and listen to the music. And that is just completely allowing a spirit to attach to your ass. And then when we see so many niggas lustful, so many niggas just chaotic, so many niggas just going around looking like this, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up? Looking at a nigga like he about to own that or something, you know? You see that where is this coming from? It's coming from something attaching themselves to something. You know what I'm saying? And you have to also understand that, like, a lot of, I would say, young men, and especially young black men and young men in general, they have never been like consciously like aware of the ability that they have over their brain, over their dominion. So if you don't like have any idea what's going on here, how are you gonna control shit that's going on outside? You're not gonna be able to do that, bro. No matter how much you think you is, you're just gonna be getting your ass whooped because it's a mental game before it's an outward game. So that is a perfect, you know what I'm saying, spot for these dark entities to go and attach to. And then you'll see so many niggas start becoming lustful. You know what I'm saying? Can't stop thinking about pussy and ass, looking at every woman like she just a motherfucking piece of meat. Don't even got no goddamn brain in her head, you know? And then you see niggas doing all different types of shit, shooting their own homeboys, want to go grab guns, want to like do all of this, bro. And where I'm from, bro, I've seen many men, bro, and people who I call my brothers grow up and lose their mind because of the music. It wasn't from anything else. It was the music. And they say one good song is better than 1,000 speeches, and that's true, bro. Because what you have to understand is you could listen to a song once, and what that does to your subconscious mind, via this emotion, via this feeling, via this experience that you're captured in, is it notes it and it remembers it very, very tightly. It goes directly to that subconscious. So you can listen to the song one time, two times, you will know the whole song. But you could listen to your mind say the same shit again and again. You just keep forgetting. That's because of all these things that go in with the music. It's a form of magic. You know, that's why music has a different effect on people than anything else. But if we look at your subconscious mind and know that it's note taking and it's recording, it's like the referee that's actually, making the game. It's like, okay, you talk about killing via your thoughts. You're getting all this stuff about killing, 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 killing. You're getting all this stuff about how you don't want this to happen, you don't want this to happen, all these fearful things. It's taking note of all of this. And then it's understanding that that is what your life has now been molded to. So the same music, this type of rap, this type of actions, and then you get to moving like it, then you get to talking like it, then you get to doing everything like it. And why is that? Because your subconscious mind, which has been the one who's been recording and taking note of all of this shit, is the one that's running the game. So that's the same person, well, not the same person, but your subconscious mind is the same thing that's in charge, of how you talk, how you always self-talk to yourself, whether it's good or bad, the same things that you say. And also how you talk to people. Me, when I see an older lady, I say, excuse me, ma'am. And I don't think much about it. If I see somebody that I don't know, a young man, I might be like, hey, bro, that's your subconscious mind who takes note of all of this and you don't have to think about it. So your subconscious mind is the programming that is like your whole goddamn software. But if your software is fucked up, you know what I'm saying? And for most of y'all, it's been hijacked, you will not be able to think in a way that will actually help your life or impact your life because you're getting fucked. And then the music, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, that's what's cooking y'all shit the most. That's like you deep frying a goddamn green pepper. You don't do that shit, bro. Because for one, green pepper not even supposed to be fried. And then two, it take all the nutrients out that shit. So one, when the music gives you all this emotion, it makes you oftentimes feel bad without you even knowing it, because a lot of people are so numb to how they feel already, especially men. Men be so numb to how they feel that the only time that they feel something is via music. And they want to feel like mean and bad and aggressive and shit already, but they can't even do that shit because they just numb from all that shit, so they play this dark ass music. And what does that do? It allows them to be receptive to a whole lot of shit that they ain't ready for. But once that shit gets to growing and growing and growing and growing and growing, you get to picking up bad habits. You get to smoking. You might get to doing this. You might get to doing that. And then next thing you look up, bro, you've lost your fucking mind. And I've seen this shit happen plenty of times. So you have to understand your subconscious mind, which is taking over every time you play that damn song. It don't matter if you play the song 4 times. You might play that shit today. You might know every lyric. There's plenty of NBA YoungBoy songs I ain't listened to in years, but I'll play it right now. I guarantee you I can sing it word for word, even better than I used to. And that's the crazy part. But what you have to do with the information, knowing that if you listen to YoungBoy, you listen to, any dark shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, even Jeezy, like any like rapper nowadays, bro, it's dark as hell. And you see what's above them, what they working for, what they pushing. At the end of the day, it's just all dark. It's all chaotic. It's just all bad energy. So what do you expect? So knowing that you're cooked, what do? You don't listen to that shit. I knew a nigga who told me like, bro, I can't be listening to YoungBoy, bro. That shit is horrible. And that shit, he was such in a spell, he couldn't even stop doing it. And that's why I knew that shit was deep, because he was literally like coming to me almost like sad, like, damn, man, I see how bad it is. And then he went back to doing it, like he couldn't stop. And it's just music. You know what I'm saying? This is like a drug for people, because it is a drug. It's emotion. This emotion is the drug. Just like when you smoke weed. If you smoke weed or if you did any drug, and if you didn't get no feeling from it, you wouldn't even want to do it. But you're doing it because it's emotion, this idea of, oh yeah, smoking it, how it makes me feel and how I feel on it. All this thing, that emotion, that's all it is. So y'all got to understand that. But, bro, if your subconscious, you see your hardware has been hijacked, your hardware is getting fucked up. It's like you got a virus. All you have to do is remove the virus. How do you remove this virus? You go through what they call a scan. Whatever there isn't good, you have to remove that shit. Because if you don't remove this shit, bro, what is gonna happen? The virus is just gonna take up more and more and more and more and more. And next thing you know, you're gonna more your ass off this earth and be fucked up the whole time through it and be out here suffering like a bitch. But what you can do after you remove this virus or just work on your, listening to better shit. Maybe listen to Bob Marley, bro. Maybe listen to some goddamn Lucas Graham or whatever his name is. Once I was 7 years old and my mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. That little shit, bro. Go listen to some shit like that. That ain't all about killing. You know what I'm saying? It might be a little sad, but it's still a vibe, bro. It's not bad for your soul. But all that killing shit that's against your soul, that's bad. And then once you do that, slowly but surely, you could get to put in your new software in that. And then once you program your subconscious mind to uplift yourself, to constantly tell yourself you can do something, to constantly tell yourself, hey, I got this, to constantly tell yourself to go harder and do all these amazing things, you will see your subconscious mind. Bro, that is the bridge. My bad. That is the bridge between you and your goals, your subconscious mind. But if you don't get that bitch en route, bro, it's like a freight train. If you want to stop a freight train, bro, you can't just lightly hit the brake. Nigga, you have to hit the brake hard, let it slide a little bit, or your ass gonna crash into a wall. And then after that, then you want to stop. Because if you keep listening to that shit, bro, the freight train, bro, is already super powerful because you've had this virus so long. But yeah, you get that shit out of there, step by step, slowly but surely, and then you implement what you want to implement. You implement positive reaffirmations, things that pull you up, things that pull you into the version of the person that you want to be. A lot of people's inability to know who they want to be allows them to be what society might mold them to be, simply because young boy's cool around here. Young boy's something good to listen to. So yeah, if you listen to NBA Youngboy right now, you've been cooked. You're cooked, bro. And I'm sure your thoughts aren't the best. I'm sure your mental capacity is not the best. And I actually know your mental space is not the best, bro. And I could tell that simply just from music, bro. I've never met one like really positive person that's fucking listening to NBA Youngboy, bro. And it makes sense, bro, because there's something bigger going on in this music shit. It's magic, bro. But with that being said, bro, take your fucking subconscious brain, take that shit, erase the bad, bring the good, and choose the life that you want to live, or it'll be chose for your ass. But with that being said, it's y'all boy Dolo, man. Put that shit to the side, man. We listen to positive shit. I'm about to drop some music for y'all. I'm about to drop some hot shit, and I'm putting straight love, good, positive energy into it, you know what I'm saying? So that you could program your mind to go up. And there's already artists out there that you could also listen to that will do that same thing for you. And if it's not an artist, nigga, listen to a fucking audio book. You ain't gotta listen to all this damn music. What the fuck? But yeah, with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. It's y'all boy Dolo. I'm out there bit, man. If you listen to Young Boy, you fucked up. You're cooked.